You get my point? Yes, we are going to pound the taxi because he's not complying in terms of NLTA. Number one, the PRDP is expired, so he was not supposed to undertake transportation of children. So for now, we're going to bring alternative transport, and then we'll take you to the pound in terms of the act, and we'll process you accordingly. So please park for me there, and then from there, because it's not complying with what it's Yes, you have to park there. Wait. Let them complete first, and then I'll give you the go-ahead.
With this vehicle is that the public driving permit has expired, so we're going to take these children home with their two adults in the vehicle. We'll go home with one of the adults, but we have to impound the vehicle because the public driving permit has expired.
The taxi because he's not complying in terms of NLTA.
These children home with their two adults in the vehicle. We'll go home with one of.
In the local. Okay.
Did we check that one?
But they want to capture those visuals. They want to capture those visuals.
Okay, but I've got to do my work. Whether the media are here or not.
Yeah.
Creecy, Minister of Transport.
Right. I'm Ananias Makwako.
Good to meet you, sir.
All right, ma'am.
Can we check your PDP?
Everything is here.
Everything is here?
Sorted, yes.
Are we compliant here?
PDP, it got a PRDP. There's a scholar transport permit.
It's got a scholar transport permit.
Yes.
Okay.
So now it's to check the children.
Yeah, we're going to have a check on the children. Let's go around. Hello, guys. How are you? Are you all well? But you're not wearing your seat belts. Where are your seat belts? We need to put seat belts on, Uncle. Can you put your seat belts? You see, there's the problem. Where's your seat belt, madam? Other side? No seat belt. Have you got a seat belt? You've got a seat belt. Somewhere you can plug it in. Who's got a seat belt? Have you no seat belt here?
Yeah, so when the tie is set down, there's a tie we can able to put that triangle in 45 meters.
All right. This one seems to be compliant.
Yes.
This one is compliant.
It's compliant.
Are you done with this one?
Yes, this one is compliant. Okay.
Already you can see the lights there.
Is this a private or a...
No, it's private, but you know it's scholar transport.
The wipers there, the fossil wires. So license disc is still valid.
That's valid. Can we see his PDP?
Okay, where's the driver? Where are you? Come.
This one's got a...
Where, driver, where are you?
where's your PDP?
I got it.
You got it, right? And your driver's license. Bring everything.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have your PDP. Let's have it.
Okay.
And where's your permit?
Actually, I'm not transporting. This is my kids. I got 4 kids, and my neighbors they got 3.
So
So
all right.
it's 7, which is 7
Now, what
seater.
we're going to do is we're going to check their books there, compare the surname
No,
together with your. You say these are your kids, am I right?
we're not the same. The
How
same
so?
names are not the same.
No.
Remember,
No,
sir,
no, no. You're playing a
let
game.
me explain something to you. Remember, if my other kid is with another mother, my kid can't be the same surname with me. Like, right now, I got 2. I got 2. Let me tell you this, sir, please. My kids now are 2.
Yes. And how do you put the kids in the boot?
No, it's not a boot, it's a seat.
What is the seat?
Yes,
You can see that.
7-seater.
It's that, open the bag there.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Come back. This is an extra seat here.
Yes.
Yeah. This is an extra seat.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Now it does suggest that you are undertaking scholarship. It does suggest that with this extra seat that you have fitted here. Right. Yes, it's fine. But what we're saying to you is you are undertaking the scholar transport without the necessary requirements and documents and everything. Do you agree? So these are not your kids, as you said at first.
No.
No.
Tato.
All right. Okay. Mamela, this is inhumane, Bawan.
Come again, sir.
This is inhumane. You cannot transport these children. There are fumes here from the exhaust pipe coming in here, right? So that's not right what you're doing. Okay. We're going to impound the vehicle. You'll just assist us to make sure that we take these kids back home. Ne? So please collaborate with us. That's all that we're asking from you. But the vehicle is going to be impounded, right? And you're going to be prosecuted for not having the necessary documentation, your PRDP, your permit, the roadworthy status of the vehicle is just not acceptable. All right? Okay, so we have that understanding, all right? Good, thanks.
I just got 6 kids in my car. So am I not allowed to transport my 6 kids in my car? I need a permit. Is it? Do I need a permit to transport my kids?
Who said?
Transport school kids, even if we were transporting about 4 or 5 children or learners, you need a permit, right? Because you are undertaking a transport business. The necessary documentation. The number doesn't. No, this is not a private car. I think I thought we have agreed that you are undertaking a scholar transport on a daily basis, and that was the, what you told us, right?
Sir, can I ask something?
Right.
It's something that I asked before. Do I need a permit to transport my kids to school?
No. You see, when we asked you about all these kids here and whatnot, you could not account that all of them are your kids. So we're of the suspicion, right? We're of the suspicion that you are undertaking the scholar transport without the necessary documentation, and this is a matter that we'll argue with you in court. So, but we're going to take the necessary steps against you. We're just going to do what we need to do, and then the rest will follow. Is that fine? All right. Passengers that is supposed to be. You can't. This sitting capacity, your leg space and everything, it's not acceptable. Right. All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
That's why
Come with us.
He's got a permit? Yes, he's got a permit. He's got a PP which is still valid. Okay. Yes. And license disc on the license disc is still fine. Still valid. All right. Let's have a look at how many children are in the vehicle. Hello, guys. Hello. How's everybody? Are you good? Okay. Where's our officer? I know these little ones count.
Yes, it counts at 9.
Yeah.
9, it's 2 9, and then it's 1.5 person. So when it's 4, which means we're gonna have extra.
So is the load legal or not?
The load is legal, Minister.
Okay.
It's the load.
All right, but they haven't got seat belts on.
Why did you remove?
Why did
Why did you remove the seat belt? Malume? Why did they remove the seat belt? Okay. Malume, he's saying they just removed here, and then when they go back to the road, and they're just gonna buckle up. So they were feeling like.
Can we buckle up now, please, Uncle? You're not allowed to interview children without their parents present. Okay.
Thank you so much.
We'll go around. Let's go around.
Okay.
I think we must allow Okay, all right. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Let's go.
So what's happening? All those school kids are still there. Left there.
Yeah. Let's go inside. Let's go and see what's happening there. Is this one?
What's happening here?
He's having an operating license, but this operating license is for renting. It's not for the school transport. As well, he has this license for Lesotho, and then he doesn't have a traffic register. So we have to impound this vehicle now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. That's fine. You making your arrangement for the kids.
There's two.
That's fine.
Okay, also
You must talk to the officers. Talk to the officers.
The next one, guys, let's go to the next one.
Let's go. Under mokgatlo wa Togo taxi association. Bana ba rona mo Potchefstroom le mabana ntse re bua. Ha ona di permit tsa bana. Ntho ena e tlo safarisa bana. Like ha o check bana ba
bana. It's a special. So, Ishapu Minister. Ona le batho ba apply-etseng di-permit and permit e nka 3 months ho re tswe boto. Why boto e re faila ho ntsha di-permit? Hona no le kwetse mona boto ha eyo. If boto e ne le mo e ne tla arabela mathata a ra tshwereng. So re tshwere problem le tlile le re fa di mangolo ka ra re itse go diragala. Application. It's your responsibility. Get me the documents. This is what we are saying. Every time we are going to batla le di-permit. Re a kwallwa ka seme fela because of re batla di-permit. Santa volunteer di a lwana, ha re kgone ho kry di-permit. If you tlamehile o kry permit, e tlamehile kwa lo ntsha 5,000 gore ba o phakisetse ka permit. It's possible. Re mo fumana ga e because of MEC itself on the appointment. Re pallo go fumana mo motho wa rona mo.
Okay, can we move to the school? Can we move to the school?
not supposed to be until today. Understand? You're not supposed to operate. So this ticket doesn't give you a license to then.
Wait, you're wrong to me. Right. Okay. Let's just operate this could be, yeah, it must be impounded, no? So it doesn't have the required permit. There you go. Rich. You can permit your home. Where's your permit? Bring the permit as well as your driver's license and your PDP. Bring it. This is your temporary driving license, no? Right, where's your PDP? PDP. So you don't have a PDP. Anayo. Right, where's the permit? Hey, permit. All right. No. This is a temporary driving license, no? Now, where's the permit for scholar transport? So you don't have a permit. So this one we're not using it, but today you are using it for school. You're not supposed to do that because you don't have the necessary. No. What you need to do is to assist us now to get these kids safely home. No? Yes, just assist us in that. We'll transport them. It's too late. The kids are saying he ran away, General. The driver ran away. Who can driver? Banna! Hey! Hey, Banna! I'm such a my body transport on the man, please. Okay. I'm going to transport on Yaga, too. How Banna? This year I'm going to do. I'm going to transport on 1,000. Siriki. Just tell them again.
Huh? No, aba ito omulo mga transport niya ka.
I don't get it. See, the problem is that the operators,
That's on the up. I-permit ya we apply in that fact. But the application has a button. Why apply la nini? So that is why the unfolding about the because of none in the trial. I'll give money permit since 2017 actually. As government permit. Abantu abafumana permit ngabantu abanabantu babo mawune 5,000 une 6,000 une 10,000 and then they will fast rate your things. When you go to the our office in your court, they tell you the things are on the
plan. No, na le office ya MEC. O tlo le fa di number le tsa appointment le le khona go arrange dilo tse di yatsa. Because ka se ntse re boto lona now.
No man ke yone ke fela speaker. Boto ya ke fela speaker. So tamile re tlise gape le ditaba tsa transport go N12 re ba bontsha go lona go bona go tlo re tlisa gape.
The driver just drove off and he left the children here.
Left the children here.
Yeah, all right.
But it's fine, we've got transport for them.
All right. Rita le transport ane. Rita lisa ko high ane. Don't worry. It's not worry. Teacher, sorry ma'am. Sorry ma'am. The minister here.
Good to see you, Emma. Is it possible that you could put children whose drivers have run away in one place?
Yeah,
we brought vehicles to take them home. Okay. But we need to get them gathered into it's going to take time.
Yeah, and it's now very bad for these children because they're small and the taxi just make them young.
We will take them home.
Okay.
But if we can make
okay, we will get all the taxis together in different groups of the children that's supposed to be in specific taxis. It's all these children that are not these taxis.
Yes. All right. We brought transport with us to take them home. So we will take them home. But we need them, I think being here maybe is not a safe place.
Now we will take them into the school grounds and we will organize them into different groups.
I think that's what we need
because
to do
we are
now.
on bus duty. Until the last child leaves, there's always 3 educators on bus duty, and that is why we are standing here today.
Thank you very much, and we will make sure that our transport takes them home. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, all the children. Maybe that side there.
Solution for the chat something happened, the audio is something, so I changed to it and just to tell you something about it.
trying ka koloi ya hao, right? Yeah, you guys driver's license how? The PRDP. I see these sardines, and these are not cement bags and so on. Yeah, so.
Okay, me that one. Boss.
Yeah, no, the condo one. Yes, ma'am.
Officials that are responsible for squalor transport
Okay, ma'am.
to the parliamentary constituency office.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Will you bring drivers who need permits?
Okay, you
with their documents?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we are not trying to
Sabotage or
we're not trying to deprive you guys of your livelihood. But the thing is, you know what happened
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Gauteng, and it's also happened
also here.
even here and in other places. And we know that some of you are very responsible people, but we also know there are people who are not responsible. And what we want to do is we want to regularize your operations so that we're protecting children.
Okay.
So we are very happy to make a deal with you. Mr. Luba works in my office. We can make a day in a week or two so that you have time to round up drivers. We will bring the permitting officers and then we try and regularize the situation. Right?
So no, it's fine.
Because our aim is not to punish you. It's to try and restore professionalism and order. Because we know there's many things that are happening that are not correct.
Okay.
So if you can help us, we are happy to do that.
No, I can help. Now the only problem, ma'am, if I may ask, only one question for now. The other ones we will talk when we meet. The problem now is only one. The other people there, they've applied for the permit. So now the thing is, they don't have the permit, but they want to work. So how do we, because of now tomorrow they must bring the children. So they are going to be afraid. How are those children are going to come to school?
You're
when
going to have to discuss that with the law enforcement officers, because I can't give you permission to break the laws.
Okay, but now what we are saying, I can also maybe send someone at my place, or call my wife to go in at my place to photo shoot those things, those documents that I've applied. But the only thing is I have to survive. I have to survive. So when they are saying we are closing today here, what about my pride to my wife, to my children? What am I going to eat? So the thing is now we must make some sort of arrangement. How? Because they must let us maybe for this 2 weeks until you come. Until you come, and then maybe we'll do something.
If you have an accident in the next 2 weeks,
ma'am, we are not supposed to go to the taxi rank and then hire the taxis of the taxi rank. They have permits for the passengers. We are not supposed to do that. The scholar transport, we have maybe less than 20 people, 30 people. So how are they going to take the whole schools, these whole children with 30 taxis? So now, if you give us permission to go to the taxi rank, and then we say, okay, guys, for this time we are going to agree with the permits of the taxi rank, then it will be something. Okay, you guys, because of you have applied, just come with a slip and show us that you have applied, and then you will pass until that 2 weeks comes, and then we speak to the office of the minister, of the MEC. But for now, what I'm struggling with,
no, I can't commit to anything right now. We will have to discuss with law enforcement now.
Okay.
All right? Okay. That's fine.
Then you'll come back to us, ma'am.
Yes.
I think, Minister,
So we
just
must
to
wait a
impressions
little
since
bit.
We're going to have a briefing. We're going to have a briefing.
No, but you smell in office.
Eh, Ishabeki.
These ones. I don't want to hit you. so these ones.
General, guys, 5 minutes. Let me see.
Can I have 5 minutes just to talk to these guys?
We must stop doing this. We must eat, we must survive. When you come with the permit of the taxi, maybe that load the passengers, they say no, it's not a scholar transport. How are we going to survive? What must we do? We are coming with the permit of the taxi rank, they are saying it's not. What must we do?
So the permits are themselves wrong, and I understand that there's issues with the administration of the permits, but at the end of the day, there's children, and we've seen what's been happening with
We have seen that. We are trying all our best to make things right on our side. We are trying. But when the government is failing us, what must we do? Because of the people that are failing, all these people that is the government. So what must we do?
Then when it comes to the overloading that's been happening,
Those ones they must be punished. If you have an overload, no, those ones they must be punished. If someone is wrong, impound the car or give him the ticket.
But
Those
why
ones are
is
wrong.
it happening, Kitsiko? Why is it happening? Have you seen a wrong?
I cannot answer for those people. Those ones they must answer for themselves. But if you know you are wrong, then they must deal with it immediately. No, she said to us she's going to make plans to come next week or next week's time. No, we are going to the taxi rank. We are going to ask those people to the taxi rank to assist us. We are going, no, they have the permit. In the taxi rank, we are going to. No, those ones now, there's something wrong with them. Then we are going to say, no, it's fine, because of we have seen that there are no longer buses with the charter. And then we will say, okay, no, let's sit down. But for now, we are going to comply with the taxi owners.
You feel unfairly targeted by the transport authorities?
I do feel so. And because of now, what they are doing is not fair. They should have come first and made their campaign here at school. And then sit down with us and then saying, after 2 months, when you are not right with these things, and then we are going to tell it. But they have came at the wrong time, in the right school.
coming here. Door stop. Door stop. Door stop. It's off. Door stop. Door stop. No, no, don't leave them. Door stop. Door stop. Door stop. Can you switch it on? Can you switch it on? Chef, are you off? Eh? So then colleagues. We've been doing all the footage for the cars. Just there. Minister, can we move? Faith hook. Faith hook.
Guys, probably moving happening to the so we can all squeeze.
Okay. Are we ready?
Is everybody? No, no, wait.
Don't forget what we discussed, that the solution is to read the tender, because they will also speak about the ones on
Okay. All right, all right, colleagues, the minister will just say a few words or deliver a statement. We're with the MEC as well, Murray. And then thereafter we'll take questions. This is door stop. And then we'll take the questions. Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to everybody. Today we are continuing with our operations regarding scholar transport vehicles at Faith Hook Primary School. And as you can see this afternoon, we have found vehicles that are not roadworthy. We have found vehicles that are overloaded. We have found vehicles where the drivers do not have the PDP license. The PDP license is a special license that authorizes a driver to carry passengers. And the reason that that license is very important for scholar transport is that a PDP license must be renewed every 2 years, which means every 2 years we must check your eyes. We must check whether you have been arrested for serious offenses that would not allow you to be operating a public transport vehicle. So there are vehicles this afternoon that we will be impounding because those vehicles are illegal. And there are vehicles this afternoon and drivers who will have to deal with the fact that they are in breach of the law. What we've also found this afternoon is drivers who have the PDP and who have proof that they have applied to operate scholar transport vehicles. Some of those drivers have shown us that they've applied for a number of years. So we've agreed with the MEC because I think it's very important to stress that these operations are not intended to be punitive. They are intended first and foremost to safeguard learners. Secondly, they are intended to re-establish regulation and professionalism in the scholar transport vehicle sector. So what we've agreed is that those drivers who comply in all other respects will get a leeway until Monday next week, when they must attend the regional provincial traffic department with all of their documentation, so that we can then issue, where they comply, relevant permits and documentation. I must say to you that this operation this afternoon is one of many operations that we are carrying out across the country. 296 scholar transport vehicles have been impounded so far across the country, and these operations will continue. Of course, we also have normal operations with traffic officials. Altogether, since the 26th of January, 241,000 vehicles have been stopped. In those operations, 1,300 vehicles have been discontinued, 1,800 vehicles have been impounded, and 2,000 people have been arrested. So what I'm stressing here is that we are doing special operations that are targeting scholar transport vehicles, but we are also doing general operations that are targeting all vehicles in order to show that we are having continuous enforcement operations that would assist all of us with safer travel on the roads. I think, Colin, we can take some questions. Oh, let me say one other thing. What we know is that here in Northwest, there have been ongoing problems with subsidized scholar transport. Those are the official vehicles that the Department of Safety and Transport are procuring for learners. We know that the Human Rights Commission has brought a report. One of the recommendations in that report is that the tender for those vehicles should be reissued. This is a matter that is receiving attention from the provincial department at the moment. And I think the MEC will be in the not too distant future in a position to announce when and how they would want to review that particular service, given the recommendations of the Human Rights Commission.
Thanks, Minister. We'll take questions. Just introduce yourself and the news outlet you represent. We'll start with you.
If you can, please just redo the numbers, or maybe if you can get the numbers again. But I just want to ask, just in terms of this Monday deadline situation, how realistic is that, given that it's been a situation that's been going on for years? Some of the operators here say they've applied years ago. So I'm not sure what exactly is meant to be happening on Monday. And also, does that mean that by Tuesday, everyone here who's driving illegally and everywhere else will be legal on the road now? And then my other...
Everybody will be issued with a permit on Monday. I said from Monday, operators must present themselves to the regional offices, and what the MEC has committed to in this area is that they will investigate all of those applications so that they can fast track the issuance of permits should drivers comply with all other things. So I'm sure if we were just talking to the drivers, they indicated that there are many hundred drivers in this area, that they would mobilize those drivers. So obviously it's going to be an operation that might take some few days. Am I right, MEC? Yes. And obviously they would then have to come with all their receipts, and we would be, well, it's not me, it's the MEC, and his team would be reviewing those.
As a follow-up again, I mean, so what would be, what's going to happen that's so different now, given that these issues have been going on for years? And I also bring up the fact that in Gauteng, there's also issues with operating licenses that drivers are not getting. So maybe what is going wrong and why is it continuing for so long?
Well, I think that what we're trying to do in this situation is to assist those who really want to comply. Let me stress again that this operation is not intended to be punitive. It's intended to ensure that we're dealing with an industry that is regulated and compliant with regulation. This is very important because we don't want any child's life to be put on the line because they're doing a simple thing like taking transport to school. So it's proactive, it's preventative, and the MEC has gladly agreed to come to the party to say if there is a feeling amongst these drivers that they have been unable to access permits to which they would be legally entitled, he will assist with that problem.
Okay. Any other question? I know there's a question here for, we'll give Platinum TV. If you can introduce yourself as well.
From Platinum Northwest TV. My question is the permits. If I'm wrong, it's correct me that it's supposed to take 30 months. The learners for the learners. So if the guy that I spoke with, or the guy that we all spoke with, said that he applied last year, is the problem with the traffic department? Because also I'm not sure how long it's supposed to take, but because they are working with the learners, if it takes, for example, 3 months. All those 2 months while they are staying at home, who's transporting these kids? Because even today, the cars that are compounded, then who's supposed to bring the kids to school tomorrow? Like, what happens? Is the fault with the traffic department that is making the taxi drivers to behave this way? Because they said that they are going to continue even if they do have the permits or they do not have for the learners, as long as they do have the ones for the passengers. So I feel like there's something that needs to be done by both, or all of you, the traffic department. We've
already answered this question. Okay. We've explained that listening to the drivers, they are having difficulty accessing services to which they feel they are entitled. And accordingly, the MEC is setting up a special operation to allow them to access the service of receiving a permit if they comply.
My question is, who is the
it's not my job. I don't point fingers. I find solutions. That's my job.
Okay.
Can we move
Thanks,
on?
Minister. Can we, because we are out of time, colleagues. There's other meetings we're rushing to.
I just wanted to check if the MEC cannot say something.
Yes, no, I'm coming to the MEC. So, MEC, if you can just a few remarks from your side. But colleagues, after there's meetings in Joburg, I know we've got one question. We'll allow that after the MEC has spoken, and then we'll close, colleagues.
No, look, in the minister's interaction with the drivers, they've indicated that there's a backlog in as far as the issuance of permit is concerned. What the minister is saying, we're going to descend with the team on Monday and check that. Remember, there's a reason to each and every application, why is it being rejected or why is it being approved. Then once we have solved all those reasons and we have satisfied ourselves, we're going to communicate with the traffic officers and arrests are going to be effected. Because of the fact of the matter is that you might find that some are using this opportune moment to try and frustrate the process by indicating that they've long applied for permits and permits are not coming, only to find out that it's not true. Others, there are reasons to that. I'll make you a typical example. You'll find that an applicant was convicted for a rape and all that. He knows for a fact that he was rejected based on that. But once we have sat down with our team, going application by application, we can be able to tell them why are they being rejected and that, so that we can be able to send a message to our traffic officers and make sure that we stick to the law, because at all times we need to stick to the law. That's what the minister is saying.
What do you have to say to those who are saying that the process us is being frustrated by the officials from your office by not giving feedback. I mean, one elderly person said they've been applying since 2017.
No, that's true. You'll recall that last year I've appointed a new provincial regulatory entity because there were a lot of issues that were raised with regards to the corruption that is being committed. But what frustrates government with regards to corruption is that there's a corrupt and a corruptee. More often than not, people are not coming forth. Even in my address, when I introduced the team that is here, I said even there are such cases, people can come forth, even if they can come as anonymous and all that, but they are not coming. But the reality of the matter is that we are busy with investigation with regards to that. But there's a new team in place. Let them come with those papers of 10 years ago, 20 years ago. We are going to sit down and issue them with permits because we want them to comply at the end of the day. And we are a body charged with that responsibility. We don't need to sell that service to them. They deserve that service as the citizens of this country.
Okay, last question, Shoni. We can have a one-on-one with the...
Those that are re-offenders, I want to check those that are re-offenders, right? You would arrest them and
Okay,
then
that's
once
the last
again
one.
they come back. Yeah. You would arrest them, you would impound their car, they would go and make it seem like they are doing something. They go back, they don't have those permits, so they become re-offenders. What's going to happen from them?
If we've got the stringent measures of our monitoring system, I don't think that will happen because once we have impounded your taxi or you have committed any offense, there are processes that needs to be followed. Hence, I'm saying to you, we are going to put stringent measures in place for the minister to be here. It shows to you how serious we are as both governments to try and make sure we cap this situation before we become reactive instead of us becoming proactive as government.
Okay, Shoni? That's the last one, colleagues.
Oh, okay. Just, I think you touched on the minister, but is one blitz like today now to deal with the issue? What
It is happening at all levels with provincial and municipal officers. You would know we started in Lenasia. The next day there was another blitz. There's been another one in Attridgeville today. I'm here. But across the country, these operations are happening. And it is through these operations across provinces that 296 vehicles across the country have been impounded. So this is not a one-off exercise. It's an ongoing campaign that is not going to stop until we are sure that the industry is safe and regulated and learners can go to school safely and their parents have no fear that they won't be coming home.
Is there enough capacity to deal with the defiance? Because we've heard operators say we're still going to go on despite the fact that we don't have the right documents.
Let's see.
Just, Minister, can you get a quick, if you can, there's a situation happening in Gauteng with the bus operators. I don't know if you know about that.
Speaker, without the